Good morning, class 5. So, today we'll begin with another topic, that is story writing. So, since your childhood, when you were very small, you might be listening to the stories from your mother, your grandmother, sometimes your fathers also, your grandfathers also, and you might be liking listening to the stories. But now you had to frame the stories from the given hints. Children, before beginning with story writing, come to page number 165. There certain facts are given to be taken in mind. Children, a story narrates an incident, maybe it is real or imaginary. Generally, we write the stories which are imaginary. So, children, how to develop a story? Children, first you clearly understand the given outlines. Certain hints will be given to you. First you have to read all of them. Read all of them and then think of a proper story to be framed and think about what all details you can add on there. Then follow the outline sincerely. You're not required to leave any outline. Any point is not to be left. Take up all the points which are given. And wherever certain details are required, please put them there. On a separate page, keep writing the details which you will fill them there. Then all the details in the story should be well connected. First line should be connected to the other line. It should not be like one line you are at your home and in the second line you are in the school playground. No. It should be well connected, how you reached there. Each detail should be logically followed from the preceding one. Preceding means pehle wali se. Whatever you write, that all should be interconnected. This way your story will go on smoothly. Make use of dialogues also if possible. If you write the dialogues, it will give a proper polish to your story. It will give a dramatic touch to your story. But your dialogue should be short and interesting and meaningful. Give a clear and effective conclusion. Your ending should be very effective and very justified also. It is not always necessary to give a moral of the story. Your story itself should flash upon the moral. What moral is your story is going to show. Your story must be interesting, and because a story which is not interesting is not a good story and you will lose marks. Children, I'll explain one example to you. See, a man hired an ass and its owner to carry goods. Second point, very hot day. Third point, they stopped on the way. Next point, the man sat down in the shadow of the ass. Next point, owner demanded extra money. Next point, quarrel, and then the ass ran away. So by reading the outlines of the story, you might be getting some idea. What is there? If you have not got, go through the outlines once again. If again there is a problem, go through the outlines thrice. By now, you will come to know what the outlines are saying, how the story has to be developed, what points you can add. Where a blank is given, suppose here. So make it 1, then 2, then 3, 4, and here 5. So where the numbers are given on your rough sheet, put number 1 and write the points which you can add. The same way at second place, third place, fourth place and fifth place. You can put some details which you can add. Now here, like they have given, beginning from the very first point, a man hired an ass and its owner to carry some goods. Now, between the first and the second point, there is a gap. That gap you have to fill by putting your own details, like his way lay across a desert. So you have to connect, like he has to carry goods and it was very hot day. Why hot day? To make the hot day more interesting, what you will write? You may write his way lay across a desert, because deserts are hottest place. So you can add on deserts there. It was a hot summer day. So both the points are connected with your little bit details, and going forward was very difficult. So where I have written point number, where I have written gap number 2, there again you have to add some details. Before stopping on the way, you have to add something like, and going forward was very difficult because it was very hot summer day. So going forward, it is difficult. You can write this. So they decided to stop for a while. So before stopping, you will decide. So he decided to stop for a while. Since there was no tree nearby, the man sat down in the shadow of the ass. So now we have come to the fourth point. By filling the gaps, number 2 and number 3. At this. So when he sat under the shadow of the ass, at this, the owner of the ass became angry. You have to add on. He said, "Friend, you hired only the ass, not its shadow. If you want the shadow also, you must pay for it." So the owner demanded the extra money. Before this, we have again added something. A dialogue has also been added. Then, "But the shadow goes with the ass," replied the man. So I can use both of them. So between quarrel, before the quarreling, there is some dialogue. Then, but the owner of the ass did not agree. They started quarreling. Now quarrel has come. Before that, we have added some points with each other. While they were thus quarreling, the ass just ran away. So this is how you have to build up a story. Children, here 5 stories are given. You have to go through all these stories along with their hints. Copy them down in your practice notebooks. See story number 2, the lazy bird. Story number 3, giving is important. Story number 4, clever Montu. Story number 5, the magic shell. In these stories, your handwriting will also be checked. So your marks for handwriting will be assessed in these stories. And children, on page number 168, 4 stories are given. Answers to 2 stories. 2 stories will be sent through eCare, and next 2 stories will be your homework. You have to write yourself. And I will ask for these stories on Google Classroom. Whenever they will be asked, you will have to send them. Okay, children? So this was your work for today. Maybe I have already asked for the notebooks. Children, keep sending your notebooks by 30th of May. Because after that, I would like to ask for your books also. Certain pages will be asked. You never know which pages can be asked. So complete your books, complete your chapters. I can ask you for chapter wise also. A chapter a day also can be asked. And any way I can ask, and after that I can conduct your tests also. Keep preparing for everything and be ready for any eventuality, because we can begin our school in July or in the month of August. So children, keep doing your work. Goodbye children.